हेलो परीक्षा में आपका स्वागत है. हेलो, वेलकम to परीक्षा. And as I have promised, like I will come up with a series of some questions from NTA previous year NTA examination and previous NTA examination. So I have done the same. So I have come up with a video in which we will be study about, like we will see some NTA questions that have been asked by NTA in previous examination. So without much delay, let's start with the video. So the first question is from DI, like the data interpretation part, and this data, follow this data thoroughly. And I want you all to like sit up with a pen and paper so that we don't have to redirect to back every time. So the following table shows the percentage distribution of wheat production in 7 different countries, namely India, China, Japan, Sri Lanka, Indonesia, Pakistan, Bangladesh. By developing scientific method and conventional method, total production of wheat in these 7 countries is 50 lakh ton. And based on the data, the table is given below. Answer. So we have to like analyze this table, and on the basis of this table we have to answer the question now. So this table has like a total percentage of, like if the total production is of 50 ton, so percentage of India's production into that, and similarly China's contribution to that, Japan's contribution to that, Sri Lanka's contribution, Indonesia's contribution, Pakistan and Bangladesh contribution, and similarly scientific method and conventional. The two methods are given which tell us about two methods which tell us about like if out of total of 18% of the total 50 ton, how much of these 18% is done through scientific method and how much through conventional method. Similarly, amount of production just China has got through scientific method and conventional method, and for other countries as well. Now let's come to the questions. So the first question is asked like production of wheat in India by scientific method is approximately what percent more than the production of wheat in Pakistan by the conventional method. So we got the first question that we got is of India and Pakistan. So India, Pakistan never is everywhere. Like we don't, because even questioner doesn't leaves the chance to ask between the comparison of these two countries. So basically, what we have to mark here is India by scientific method and Pakistan by conventional method. So if we go to the table again, so India is like 18% and through scientific 32% out of total 50 ton, and Pakistan 34% through conventional method and total 9% of the 50 ton. So India is total 18%, 18% of 50 lakh 50 ton. It will come out some around 9 tons. Like 50 lakh ton it was there, and India was 18% of that. 18% of 50 will become 9 10, and also 32% was grown through scientific method. So how we will solve this is we will simply take 9 10 as 0.9, the total production of India, into 0.34, like total through scientific method. India's scientific method part is 34%. If you see it, it will come out to be like sorry, if we are talking about India, so it will be 18, 0.1.8. Let me erase it. So while talking about India, if we take the numbers, so it will come out as 18% will be written as 0.18 into 0.32 total through scientific method into 50 lakh 10. So it will be 50 30 and then two more zeros for 50 lakh. So it will come out somewhere around 0.83 into 3 or 27 or 90. It will come out something about 2.8. Now if we come to Pakistan, so it will be like Pakistan had a total of 9%. It will be 0.9 into total through convention method was 34. So 0.34 into again 50 lakh 10. So 50 lakh 10. So it will be come around somewhere 9 5 45. 45 into 3. It will come out 1.8 something. So it will be not 1.8. It will be somewhere around 1.5 1.53 tons. Now the what I have been asked in question is what percent. So simply we will do nothing but divide 28 upon 1.53, or we can do this by this. So if we do this, we will get the value of around 153, and we cut it, it will come around 13 6. Yes, 6 won't cut it. Oh, the calculation, it will come around something around 188. So 88.24 will be the answer. So the answer will be first one will be the answer. Now come to next question, which will be the production of wheat in Sri Lanka. By the conventional method of surgery, what times the production of wheat in India by scientific method? Now again we will come to the exercise. So India by scientific method 32%, and Sri Lanka by conventional method 60% through scientific and 40% through conventional. So for this we will again follow the same calculation. So for Sri Lanka it was 40% through scientific and 13% of the total. So it will come around like if we take it as 13%, so it will be 0.13 into 40% was the total scientific value. So 14%, 40%, and into 50 lakh ton. Now I will like it as 50 ton. So it will come around 413, 452 or 2.6 something, 2.6 tons. Now for India, the value was 0.18 in total. Then for scientific it was 0.32, and it was 50 tons. So it will come up to something like 18 into 30, 18 into 3, 18 5 is 90, and then 19 into 3 27. So it will be again, we have already calculated 2.88 something, it will come. So now if we divide 2.6 by 2.8, remember that in question it is less production will be what times approximately. So we have to divide Sri Lanka's by India's. So it will come around somewhere. See, let's go to the option for today in this question. Now we don't have to solve like this much calculation. We already seeing the value will go less than 1. So only one option is less than 1. We will mark it as and go further. The ratio of production of wheat by conventional method to Pakistan to scientific method in Japan. So for that again let's go to the conventional method Japan 22% and scientific method Pakistan 66%. Okay, so now we have to compare their ratio. So conventional method in Pakistan. So if we go through conventional method in Pakistan, this value was 34% of 9% of 50 ton, and for Japan scientific method was 20%, then 78. Okay, 78 and 34. So now Pakistan will total 9% of 50 ton, means 9 5 45, 4.5 ton in total. And Japan was 20% of 50 ton, which is 10 ton in total. And they in scientific they were 7.78%. 78% of 10 equals will equal to 7.8 ton, like 7.8 ton. And similarly, this value for Pakistan, it will go up to, like, I guess it was 34. So let's take it as 1/3 part. So if we take it like the question asked is for conventional method to Pakistan. Conventional method Pakistan value is 34%. So 34% of 45, 4.5, 34% of 4.5 will be equivalent to somewhere around 1.5. Uh, Sorry, the pen is not working properly. So 1.5. So now we will do nothing but just divide it like 1.5 and 7.8. So it is some around 15, 5 is 75. So around there is if this is 1, this is will be 5. So if we check in the uh, option, so there is only one option which has a ratio 1:5, which is this one. So this will be the answer. Okay. Now approximate average production of wheat in ton by the scientific method for all the countries. So for all the countries, average production of wheat. So for average production of wheat, we have to add all the uh, in scientific method. Okay. So for scientific method, we have to add like 32%, 70%. So first we will add these all. So it will be 100%. And for 7, these two will include somewhere around 700%, like 100% of all one country's production will be 100%, so all for all it will be 700%. So we can add these one. So like 32 plus 72, it will be around 102, then 78 it will be around 110 and 180, then 60 to 40, then 70 it will be around 313, then 16 it will be around 36, yeah, 66 for 379, and 379 plus 20 it will be around 379 plus 20, it will be 399, 399 of total 700. And total 100% was the production, 100% equivalent to 50 ton. So now what we will done is 50, uh, the value that we got is 399. So it is 399 of 700. So this is somewhere around more than 50%. So what we will get it, like we can solve it further. So let's see if it is cancel out 370, and we divide 399. So it will go out, I guess, with I guess 57 times if we get to this can work. So 57 times. It is 57%. Now 57% of 50, what will be the value? Nothing, just multiply it. So it will be around 28.5 something. Now 28.5 for 7 countries. So the average production will come around 7 4 28 4. Then this one is 5. So for this remainder 5, we can take it as close to something which is for 5. So this option comes too much close to our the value option. Like if we calculate it as well, so it will be 5 and divide by 7. This will be 7 49. So it, from our option, maybe this calculation is, it will be like 28 point more, but it will come around somewhere for according to our calculation for 4.7 or 4.8 something. So this is the most near option to our calculation, and this is the really, this will be the right option. If you calculate it by, you will get the 4.12 is the right answer for this question. The difference between production of wheat by scientific method and conventional method in Indonesia in lakh tons. Now we have 10% at 73 and 27. So it's easy. We can calculate it here only. So 10% means 5 ton. 5 tons into 73% of 5 ton. So it will become 75 the 35 3.65, and if we subtract this from 5, we will get around a value of 1.35. Say 1.35, to it will be around 2.3 something. So the option 1 will be the right answer for this question. This is the right answer. Now this is the question, full form of NITI. So for NITI Aayog, you all must have. So for NITI, it stands for National Institute for Transforming India. Like teaching Indians, it makes all the values for like NITI is nothing other than the Panchvarshi Yojana that has been started by the government. So it must be something that will be like talk about progress in total. So only option that matches for that is NITI, that is National Institute for Transforming India. Now other question is two statements that are being given, and one has to like tell which statement is. So distance education has replaced the formal education in India. Okay. Distance education reduces the cost of education. So which one is correct? So statement 13, I like already. You can see like distance education hasn't ended or replaced formal education in India. With the help of distance education, it just become easy to study while working. So this is wrong. But for student 2, distance education reduces the cost of education. Yes, it reduces the cost of education. It you don't have to go regularly. The fees is too less. So statement 2 is right. So this statement D is the right option for this question. The full form of STARS. So STARS is a scheme started by government for the research. So scheme for transformational advanced research in fundamental studies. Yes, this matches to some extent. Schedules for transdisciplinary and advocacy research in framework of society. Yeah, this also talks about research. Now third one is standard for transformational advanced rights in framework of society. So this is already looking like this option C is wrong. So let's eliminate it first. Now Check for other option. Standard for transdisciplinary and academic research in fundamental sciences. So you can see how close the options are. But the this transdisciplinary is something that is creating a difference here and in the first option. So the right answer for this question is option 1, that is scheme for transformational and advanced research in fundamental sciences, and this scheme has been started by Government of India under the aegis of uh, the Department of Science and Technology DST, and comes under government, and it aims to provide like funding and support for high risk high impact research project in the areas of basic science like physics, chemistry and mathematics, biology and other engineering things. Now according to this is from NEP, so this can also be asked, like National Education Policy, like through the school and higher education, like percentage of learners by 2025 through the school and higher education system shall have exposure to vocational education. So it's directly upon the government services, like they have launched various services of vocational education like SWAM and all. So what is the percentage? For this the right answer is 50%. You can study in the NEP the PDF that I have sent earlier on the Telegram channel. And for Telegram, you can join our Telegram. Our Telegram channel link is t.me/join pariksha. You will find the link in our YouTube channel description. You can join from there as well, and you may find these questions and all the other question that has been asked till yet. And yes, we provide polls on that channel as well, so you can join. Now, which of the following are removed through the secondary wastewater treatment process? So there are two type of wastewater treatment. So when we talk wastewater treatment plant, so first is primary and secondary. So in primary, we remove macroscopic, like big particle, macroscopic, like polythene, bags, etc. And in secondary, we dissolve, like remove the dissolved, like impurities within the water that have been mixed. They will get mixed. So in secondary, we remove the colloidal and dissolved organic matter. This is the right answer for the questions. Now, list 1 with list 2, we have to match. So Paris Agreement was done for, it is done for climate change. Now, the other one is Kyoto Protocol. So Kyoto Protocol is done for, it was for clean development mechanism. Rio Summit that happened held, it was for like for the human environment. And Montreal Protocol that we see too much thoroughly in the news, it is for ozone layer. So A4 B3. Now in which option A4 B3? So D is the right option. Now hydrogen produced during solar energy is gray hydrogen, green hydrogen, white hydrogen, or turquoise hydrogen. See, here we are not using any fuel, so it is like something which is generated without harming the society atmosphere. So when we are not harming, using things that doesn't harms society or atmosphere, we consider it as green. Like you have seen that battery operated machines are not green machines. Similarly, these hydrogen is also called as green hydrogen. Now from the following memory storage is considered as primary storage. So primary storage, that is something which is primarily associated with the devices. So the removable and hard disk devices are secondary. Similarly, DVD and CD are also secondary. We can carry them, we can remove them. So these were like secondary storage. But RAM and ROM, you cannot take it and hand and walk and then again come up and like insert it in the system. So B and C are right option. So B and C option is the right. Now, one of the following acronyms matches incorrectly. So acronym means, what is acronym? Acronym is something like we use short form as a word. Like URL is acronym. You say it and it is become as a word. Blog or SMS. These are like acronym for. So in this question we have to like choose the wrong one. So for SMS short message services, it is short message storage. It is right. URL uniform resource locator. It is also right. VPN virtual private network. This one is right. Blog web blog doesn't matches to. If you match to blog and then weblog, it doesn't match it. So this one is wrong. There is a condition for acronym. Let me tell you. Like National Test Agency, you have to take the first letter of each word. So like N has been came from national, T has been came from test, A has came from agency. So if only first letter has to be taken, you cannot say like I will take the last one. So in this context, if you see like they have to choose W, not B. That's why this one is wrong. Now, which of the following statement is logically equivalent to no metals are gases? This is a very good question that NTA asks more often. ये काफी important question है जो NTA अक्सर पूछता रहता है, like काफी confusing होता है. So just study. All non-metals are gases. If non-metals are gases, see we have to prove this. No metal are gases. That logically equivalent. No metal are gases. So no gases are metals. No metal are non-gases. See, this statement is completely wrong. No metals are non-gases. That it is implying that metals are gases. All non-gases are non-metals. See, we have to prove no metal are gases. So for proving no metal are gases, we just see that the statement 2 which says no gases are metal. So if we say no metal are gases or no gases are metal, it will always imply the same. Like A tend to B or B tend to it will be always the same result. Similarly, this one option that nearly matches the option. No metal are non-gases. If we go through this statement, it will say like no metal are non-gases. Then means non-gases mean metals are gases. So that is implying wrong thing. That's why statement 2 is the right one. Now, which of the following statement are so related that they can both be false, although may be true? So all metal are gases. Okay. Now statement 2 is some metal are gases. Okay. So we have to like choose two statements so that they cannot both be false. See, one can be false, and if one is false, then one should be true. So we have to choose the statement so logically, like one gets false, but it implies that other one is true. So, and what we have to prove is all non-metal are gases. Like no metal is gases. We have to prove like कि कोई metal gas नहीं है. So all metal are gases. This is clearly saying all metals are gases, and we have to negate this. Some metal are gases. Okay. Some metal are not gases. No metal are gases. Okay. So For choosing this statement, we have to negate one so that other gets true. So if we go through like A and D, so according to A and D, all metal are gases. So if A gets false, then uh, D will become true. And if so, no metal are gases and no metal are gases. Both are all metal are gases and no metal are both are completely negating themselves. So if one is getting false, then other should imply it. So this can't be the option. Now B and C, some metal are gases and some metal are not gases. So if we see like this statement has some relation in between two, like some are gases, some not. So this can be a like possible option. Like now A and B. So for choosing A and B, all metal are gases, some metal are gases. So they are negating it. If all are gases, then why we have to, like they are telling the same thing. So this is something we can negate. Like if all are gases, then why we are mentioning like some metals are gases. And then C and D. So some metal are not gases. So according to C, some metal are not gases. Okay. And D says no metal are gases. So again, they both are negating themselves completely. So they don't have to negate completely themselves. So this can also be false. Now we left with option A and D. So if of all metal are gases and no metal are gases, they also like they both are completely negating themselves. Only B and C is the option that is like giving a relationship. So B and C will be the right answer in this question. Now this is a reasoning question. Like what number should replace the question mark in the given series below? 12, 12, 24, 72, 20, 288, 8640. So if we see this question, all are multiples like of the 12, 24, like the previous numbers, all are get big. The next number is multiple of the previous question number. So there must be some relationship in between. So if we closely monitor it is nothing but 12 into 1, then 12 into 2, like this number into next come number multiplied by next number in the series. Then 24, if we multiply 24 into 3, we get 72. Similarly, 72 when multiplied by 4, this is getting plus 1. Okay, and this is just giving the this multiplications results is coming up in the this position. Now 72 into 4, it will equal to 288 into 5 will be the option. So if we multiply 288 into 5, we will get 8 5 is 40, and 28 into 5 we will again 8 5 is 440, and 2 5 is 10. It will be 1440. That's the right answer. Now a man invests some amount of money for some period of time, and this amount becomes 4500 at the rate of 7% simple interest. If invested at 5% per annum, simply say the same amount becomes 3500. Find out the amount of money and the time period. Now to solve this kind of question, you have two types. Simply opt an option and put in the value, because this option is too easy and we can easily check like this option is satisfying the question, like 1000 amount of money becoming 4500 at the rate of 7% interest for some time period. So if we invest 1000 rupees for 50 years at 700, so say 50 years at 7% interest, it will be around 3500 something. So it will give 3500, and then if we add 3500, it will give 4500. It will be the answer directly. But let's solve the question. What if there is there can be a different option as well? So according to the first statement, it will be like P plus 7%. So P into 7 into T upon 100 equal to 4500. equation 1, and similarly according to second condition it was something like p into 5 into t upon 100, and it will come up of around 3500. 3500 second. Now what to do? If we subtract equation 1 from equation 2, so we can simply see, if we subtract this equation, we will get something like 2pt, like 7pt into 5pt, so it will be something around 2pt upon 100, or equal to, this will come around 1000, which says pt equals to 50,000. Now you take it as equation third, and if we put the value of pt in equation 1, we will get like p plus 50,000 multiply by 7 upon 100, so it will be equal to 4500. So it implies that p equal to 1000. Now amount will be equivalent to p plus si, so it says si equals to 3500, so like 3500. So at what rate, at what time the amount of like 1000 will get 3500 at rate 7%. So clearly if we multiply 7 by 50, then we will get 3500. So 50 is the time, and principal is, we already calculated 1000, so it will be like 1000 comma 50 will be the right answer, this one. So in these questions like will be solved more easily through options if you are not good at calculation, because anyway if you are regular in with a quant, then it will take you around only 30 seconds or 40 seconds to solve this question. I have to make you understand that why it took around 1.5. Now while pointing towards a picture, a man says, the girl is the wife of grandson of my mother. So if the girl is a wife, so this is girl and she is wife of grandson of my mother. So like these are third level. A mother is here, man is here, and she is wife of this man's son. So how the man is related to girl in this picture? So this girl will be like man and girl's relation will be father-in-law. Like the man will be related as father-in-law. Like this, there is a one generation gap. The family comprises of 3% A, B, and C. The age of A is 4 times of that of B. Okay, A is 4 times of that of B. So equal to 4B. Sorry, the pen is not working properly, so I am writing here equal to 4B. Now it says A will be 40 years. In 4 years, A will be 40 years. So we can see like in A will be 40 years in 4. If B's age is X, if B equals to X, then 4x equals 4x plus 4 equals to 40, implies that 4x equals to 36 and x equals to 9. So B's age we have calculated B equal to 9, and the C was half the age of A 4 year ago. So the current age of A is 36. 4 year ago, the age of A will be 36 minus 4 equals to 32, and the age of C was half the age of A 4 year ago. So it will be like 32 by 2 equal to 16. So 16 comma 9 will be the right option for this. See, the question here is comparatively easy because these are from the NTA exams that have been not concerned to the some government jobs maybe, or at not that level. Don't take these question as your final question. Prepare for the all the levels at the same time. ऐसा मत सोचो कि एनटीए ने इस पेपर में आसान पूछा हुआ है तो हर बार वो आसान पूछेगा. मे बी एनटीए ये सोचे कि हम ग्रुप ए का परीक्षा पेपर लेने जा रहे हैं एंड दे गिव यू द हार्डेस्ट पेपर लाइक सीजीएल लेवल की क्वांट दे रहे हो, तो वहाँ पे हम फंस भी सकते हैं. So this was our tutorial that came to the end, and let's connect with us for the more video like this. We will be coming up with many more questions, and question of some good level will be coming. We will be coming up with a mixed question of patent and GS and mathematics as well. And now I will be like taking up general knowledge, GA, like monthly general current affairs part. I will be taking up from the behind, like I will be covering October, then September, then August, like from behind. Okay, thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Have a good nice day.